The Reasonable Doubt Podcast.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Woo! Ugh. Shoulders feeling good. Guess what I did today?
Overhead press.
Overhead press, 135 pounds.
Wow.
That's pretty good for strict overhead press. Just
That's pretty good.
fucking beast mode.
Mr. Gorbachev.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Mr. Gorbachev. Turn up this podcast.
I'm in this for the money and the pussy, and they're both falling off the trees.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Reasonable Doubt Podcast. As always, we are your hosts, Eric C. Griff.
And Chicka J Money.
Welcome to episode 60.
Woo!
Big deal.
Big deal.
Chris
big
is
deal.
just back from the gym, so he's all hyped up.
I'm stoked.
He's
Feeling
all hyped
good.
up. I don't feel like my mic's right.
Are you all right?
Yeah, how's that?
It sounds better over here.
Yeah? How's that sound, my velvety voice?
it sounds wonderful.
I hope it sounds
I'm having a great fucking day today.
Are you Paul McCartney?
Oh, wow, that was pretty good. Yeah.
I'm having a great day today, Paul.
Well, I think it's a good one today for us. We're going to be a successful
Just
group
took it.
of boy band.
Can you imagine how wonderful the world would be if the British never existed?
Oh, fucking crazy.
Like, I hate to say it. I hate to, because I
Just
love,
that whole island gone.
I love so many things about the Brits, but if they were never a thing,
Yeah.
and like maybe them and get rid of the Vikings, if both of those people were never a thing.
Just anything north of, like...
No, because you
Denmark.
don't want to get rid of the Irish and the Scottish, because they never tried to take anyone over.
Well, that depends on who you ask.
Well,
A lot of Northern Ireland is Scottish people.
okay,
Yeah.
but all right. Anyway,
Anyways, we're not going to get into it
So-
because we're recording this a little bit ahead of time. I don't think that's a secret. St. Patrick's Day in 2 days.
yeah, Josh is going away on a trip to Italy, so we had to plan.
Yeah, we had to plan ahead, so we're just ripping this week.
It's gonna be sick.
It's the 15th. St. Patrick's Day is in 2 days. I caught a little flack on this. Did you know? Because I'm right in this.
Okay.
It's not St. Patty's Day.
It's St. Patrick's Day.
It's St. Patrick's Day or it's Paddy's Day,
Yeah.
but Paddy.
Yeah, Paddy.
It's Paddy's Day or St. Patrick's
Because
Day.
that's how the Irish spell like the nickname for Patrick is Paddy.
Yeah, with D's.
Yeah.
And I messaged a few people about like work shit, and I was like, Paddy's Day.
And they were
Correctly,
like, no.
and they were like, "It's Patrick's Day, you
No, it's
idiot."
Paddy's Day.
Yeah, you don't say St. Patty's Day.
What's St. Patrick famous for? Do you know?
Driving the snakes out of Ireland.
Yeah, ridding Ireland of snakes. Which
Yeah.
it's literal. There are no snakes in Ireland.
You're welcome.
But also it's probably metaphorical.
Yeah, to pagans, right?
Yeah, any non-Catholic or
Catholic.
Protestant religions,
Yeah, it's
non-Christians, that they rid them of the non-Christians.
yeah. They say there's no snakes, but the IRA's still kicking. So
Whoa.
whoa,
Okay, there, bud.
The studio's gonna get bombed while I'm gone.
Jesus Christ.
I'm joking. I actually don't hate the Irish. I was talking about it today. I don't hate the Irish. I just play it up in front of you.
Yeah, I know. I don't hate the English.
No.
I get angry when people talk to me about Northern Ireland, but I don't actually hate the English. I do think that without the people who like colonize the planet, it'd probably be a paradise we live in. But at the same time, like there's a lot
someone
of
else.
positive. The Beatles,
Someone else would have done it.
you know.
The Spanish would have done it. Or
I would
something
have
like
never read Catcher in the Rye and then realized it was a shit book.
It's not a good book.
It's
He's
a
such a
terrible
whiny bitch.
It's
The
teenage
whole-
angst, and
It is.
and it's portrayed as like this, like people. The narrative around it seems to be that it's this fucking amazing book, like a literary artwork, and it's like, no, it's fucking not.
I think it is required reading, though. I think you should read it.
I think you should read it, but it's not good.
It's a good litmus test on people if you're like not sure
Yeah,
of like someone's maturity level.
yeah. If they're like,
ask
oh,
them
I
how they
love
feel
Catcher
about
in the
it.
Rye.
Yeah.
You're like, you suck.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. You also love Christopher Hitchens for, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I saw The Whale.
You saw it?
I
In the like 2 days since we talked about it?
Yeah, we talked about it a couple days ago, and you convinced me, and I was like, you know what? I want to see it before it's done in theaters. The last theater to play it in London was the Highland. Everyone should support the Highland.
The Highland's awesome. I love the Highland.
Highland Cinema is phenomenal. They play lots of classics. You can get a membership. It's like $15 for the year, and then you say $4 a ticket.
Yeah, it's like
great.
fucking nothing.
Yeah, and honestly, like, really, really good movie theater. If you go and see a cult classic, like when I went and saw The Shining, stuff like that, when they do special nights,
Yeah.
they come out and they give a speech and they give you the history of the movie. It's really, really informative. It's an amazing cinematic experience.
And you gotta support small cinemas because it's very tough for them.
Yeah, and you know what? Go to the movie theater because if they're gone one day, I'll be real fucking sad.
I went and saw Life of Brian, or not Life of Brian, Meaning of Life, the Monty Python movie there.
Okay.
Fucking fantastic.
Ah, yeah.
They showed it on film too. It wasn't like a digital. They had the 35 millimeter, like the big film
That was
reels.
when they were going through like credits and stuff, like the pre stuff, talking about what's coming up, and they were playing dirt clips from Dirty Harry and what was the other? Escape from Alcatraz. A couple of Clint Eastwood ones coming up, and it was film. You can see the like blips and stuff. And I'm like, I love that.
I know.
I love it.
It makes me wish I could smoke in there. What did you think of The Whale, by the way?
I'm gonna be honest. I consider myself a movie buff.
Yeah.
Like a cinema buff. Truly, I appreciate it as an art form. It's very serious for me, and I love it very, very much. And I make a point of watching classic movies and like enjoying movies for what they are.
Yeah.
I would put The Whale in my top 3 movies of all time.
Really?
Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen a depiction of a storyline that's as compelling.
Yeah.
He definitely deserved an Oscar. Like,
Absolutely,
that performance
yeah.
was outstanding.
Yeah.
And it's moving and heartbreaking. Like,
It is. It's absolutely heartbreaking.
It is like if you're looking for a happy movie, it's not.
It's not this one.
It's sad. It's very, very, very sad, and it's heart wrenching, and it makes you. It's a really interesting take. I think that it's kind of a depiction or an attempt at defining love.
Yeah.
I think that they attempt to define love from, instead of people are always trying to define love as this like, I love you this much that I would do this or that, and it's all from this positive perspective, but it's rare that you see someone try to explain love from the point of loss.
Yeah.
If you loved something so much, how much would it destroy you?
Yeah.
You know, if you loved something, truly loved someone or something more than anything else in the world, and you lost it, to what level do you degrade?
Yeah.
How much would it be of detriment to your life? And it's a really, really, really good depiction of that.
Yeah, I thought it was about I took away it was about like the toll it takes to try and fix people.
Yeah.
Right? Because like his caretaker was trying to fix him.
Oh yeah,
and
that's not the only thing.
Yeah.
I'm not saying there's a whole bunch to take away.
But I
from
think
this.
that is also love, because like his caretaker was the sister of his ex-boyfriend.
Yeah, spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Skip ahead like a couple minutes.
Yeah, spoiler alerts. But like him trying to fix his daughter, the caretaker trying to fix him.
Yeah.
Right? The scene where the pizza delivery guy sees him.
Yeah.
And then he
is
goes
appalled and leaves.
and is like disgusted by him. And
Yeah.
then he goes into the kitchen and binge eats.
Yeah.
That almost broke me like in the theater.
And they have a wonderful soundtrack to go with it.
Yeah. Did you
and-
notice that the aspect ratio, it wasn't fully widescreen? They like tightened it up to
Yeah.
make it, because the whole movie takes place in his apartment.
Yeah, it gives you a boxy feel.
It
At
makes
first,
you-
At first, it's somewhat jarring when the movie starts because you're like, why is this not a widescreen movie?
Yeah.
But it's better.
Yeah, because it makes you feel fucking cramped in there like
It
he
also,
feels, right?
I feel like it also makes you pay attention to detail.
Yeah.
It
Because you're in the same
forces
room.
you to pay attention to detail. You're
Yeah.
in the same room. You have a broader or a smaller point of view that you have to focus on.
Well, it was originally a play. That's also
Okay.
part of the reason why it was shot entirely in there, because it was a play that they would do where they would stick the couch in the middle of the screen and he would always be sitting there, and then
Yeah.
shit would just move around about him. But yeah, it was fucking.
It
was crazy.
It
Did you
is
cry?
an amazing movie. Yeah.
Yeah, I got sloppy cry.
Yeah, like I cried, and I had to like choke myself up to be like, okay, fuck.
Yeah.
It, it's the first time I think if I had watched it for the first time at home alone, I would have sobbed. You would sob. Like it's that compelling that it not like a cry like I'm talking. You would sit there and like sob like you're watching your best friend die.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's how compelling.
I'm not afraid to get emotional around art. I've cried listening to music all the time. But in public, especially because I saw it in a theater, in public, I really try to fucking rein it in, and I couldn't.
I couldn't get it in all the way. I was crying. Yeah.
Yeah, I cried. It was fucking
And I
crazy.
will say, it was a movie worth seeing in theater. And if it ever comes back to the Highland, you should go see
Absolutely
it.
go see it. Yeah.
Absolutely, it is a movie worth watching. It's amazing.
Yeah.
And it's worth watching in theater. Yeah, there's so much to take away from it. It's despite there being all these different aspects, it seems like it's always very relatable for people.
It is.
That like you have this even like there's just all these aspects of it that are relatable. He's got two different lives that came on, and like so many people can relate to having more than one identity of self. And then also like consumerism, literally, like it literally relates to people's desire to consume like in Western world at least, that we have this desire to consume to help ourselves through emotional process. Like how common is it you break up with your girlfriend, you go out with the boys and you drink an excessive amount of alcohol?
Yeah.
That's a common thing, right? And that's consumerism at its finest.
Well, if you've had any sort of, I mean, obviously in the movie he's addicted to food. It's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
But like if you've had any sort of experience with addiction or like being the embarrassment around it, right? Because you can tell in a lot of the scenes, like when he has the meatball sub.
Well, he apologizes so much, right?
Because you can tell, and then he, like after he chokes on it, he goes right back to eating it.
Yeah.
Because he's, on one hand, super embarrassed by how like into the food he is. He needs the food. That's like his drug or whatever.
Yeah.
But then he's also like, he's embarrassed by it because he almost fucking choked to death on it. But then the addiction back to the food, he like immediately goes back in it. And when he's eating, it blurs the sound in the background. I wasn't sure if you noticed that when people are talking to him.
Focuses on him.
And it's like he is just fucking, he is all in to that food, which is like super relatable if you've ever had any problem with drugs or alcohol or food, or right?
Food,
if you had
anything
I would say though, if you have any history of like an eating disorder, I wouldn't fucking watch it.
I don't agree. I think if you've had a problem with an eating disorder, it's still worth watching. It's a cinematic masterpiece.
I would say so.
I would legitimately rank it with like Shawshank.
Yeah.
I would put it at the same level as like Shawshank. Yeah, Shawshank's much more drawn out and there's adventure and there's all these different things. But I think as far as the quality of a movie, it's the best movie I've seen come out in my lifetime.
Yeah?
That's come out in my lifetime? Yeah. Yeah.
Have you seen any of his other stuff?
27 years, you know?
Aronofsky, have you seen any of his other stuff? Like
seen
Black Swan?
I've watched Black Swan.
Mother? You see Mother?
I don't know if I watched Mother. I watched Black Swan. Black Swan was really good. Is it A24?
A24, that's the production company.
That's a production company, and they do a lot of small set stuff.
Yeah, they did, I'm pretty sure, what was the, Midsummer. I'm pretty sure they did Midsummer.
Yeah, they did.
They did, like, they do art movies.
Yeah.
That's their thing.
Yeah,
like independent-ish
I honestly wish that you could follow those production companies and see what they put out.
You can for A24, and it's straight bangers.
Can?
It's straight bangers the whole way.
Because there's certain production companies like that, certain studios. Like, I know Studio Ghibli is obviously like a huge one for anyone who likes anime. But where it's like everything that, like A24. Yeah. I haven't seen all their shit, but I know that every movie they put out's like very good.
Yeah.
You know?
It's very
just think this one in particular is phenomenal.
It was fucking banging.
Yeah.
To shift topics.
Go for it.
When this is coming out, it is just starting, and when we're recording this, it's just starting, and when it comes out, it'll be a couple days before the final. It's fucking March Madness, baby.
It is March.
It is
madness.
fucking March Madness. I filled out my bracket today.
Did you?
I did.
What's going on? What's your picks?
Alabama to win it in the final against Boise.
Boise, Idaho?
Yeah.
No.
No? You don't think so? Okay, no one has ever got a perfect bracket
Really?
in March Madness. The probability, because there's so many teams, it is 100%, like double as likely that you'd win the lottery.
The chances of winning Lotto Max in Ontario are 31 in 33 million.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, and it's twice as hard to get a perfect bracket. No one's ever done it.
Did you do a whole bracket?
I did a whole bracket today. I'm in a pool.
Wow.
Yeah. I feel like this is me edging into sports gambling.
Yeah, don't. Be careful.
I'll never
Speaking
download
of
an app.
addiction.
Yeah, we started talking about gambling, and I just stopped hearing you. And I was like, just double down if you lose. Yeah. That's the way to go. I got a 96 leg
don't
parlay.
ever cut your losses. That's what losers say.
Well, that's when you play roulette, right? Every time you lose, if you double the bet the next time, whenever you win, you break even. Pretty sure that's how roulette works. Maybe a little less because they got the green square. So as long as you can afford to keep doubling your bet, you can keep breaking even because you'll probably win again.
Because you think you're winning half the time? The math's not on your side.
Well,
here.
if it's red and black, it's slightly less than half.
I don't think that you make back. I think
You make back slightly less than half.
Yes, you're losing slower.
You're losing slower. But I don't know. I feel hot
You're
today.
extending the amount of time it takes.
You want to hit the
lose.
casino after this?
No. I don't gamble. For the record, I don't. I'm not.
Yeah,
a
me
gambler.
neither. But unless you do.
No. I'm not a gambler. I've never been into gambling. I say not gambling. There is one form of gambling I'll do. I'll play poker, and I haven't played in years.
Playing poker with your friends isn't gambling.
Yeah, I don't see it as. I see it as hanging out with your buddies playing some cards.
Yeah, if you got like a $50 max, like $50 max,
or like
no buy-ins.
$20, and you're that's it.
Yeah, you can't re-buy in.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
you're fine.
If you're just hanging out with your buddies,
You're just hanging
for
out. You're spending $20.
Yeah.
And you brought your own beer, so like if you'd spend more if you went out.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I see it, and that's the only thing I'll do. On my 18th birthday, I bought a scratch ticket, and I didn't win.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't ID me.
That hurts, eh?
Yeah,
That
I
always
know.
hurts.
And then I was like, okay, and that was stupid. And I played blackjack in a casino once. Or no, sorry, I played roulette in a casino once. Because all my friends were like, it's time to go. You've never been. I went and I put $5 down. I lost $5 and I was like, I'm done. And they're like, what? And I'm like, I'm leaving. I'm going to take a cab downtown and I'm going to have a beer because I'd rather rent my fucking beer than piss money away in this casino.
I lost $700 on a hand of blackjack once, and I almost threw up.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Okay,
So I don't gamble anymore. However, we do have a mutual friend who is sober right now,
Yeah.
but considering drinking again.
Yeah.
And we have a standing bet that the first time he drinks is because he's going to take me to the casino.
Oh, boy.
I feel like if we're both there to keep each other in check, I'll make sure he doesn't get wasted. He makes sure I don't lose the rent check,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I feel like we're fine.
Maybe.
I trust him. He's a good guy.
I trust both of you the way you are right now. Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, March Madness. Do you follow college ball?
No.
No?
It's too hard.
There's so many colleges.
It's not even the colleges. It's like if you follow a team really closely, you'll get to a point where you're like, okay, this player's bank, right? Like you're banking on this player's sick. He plays well. He's like pretty reliable. And then you know what he does? He's a fucking
himself.
college student, and he goes out and gets hammered, and he's hung over on the bench one day when you really need him to play.
Yeah.
And they lose. You know what I mean? Like, it's that simple in college. Unfortunately, they're not pro athletes.
No.
They're
They should get paid,
university students. And
I feel like they should get
fucking
paid.
Do dumb shit. Why?
Because the amount of money that these colleges bring in through basketball and football,
Nah, dude.
yeah, I think
No.
they should.
No, you know why? Because you're there to prove your ability to move up to the pro leagues.
I guess, but it's not like they're actually getting an education.
They are.
No, they get dumb degrees.
Yeah, perfect.
They get dumb degrees that they have to go to class like twice a week for, and as long as they keep like a D average, they get to play.
That is the path you chose. That's the path you choose.
I guess, but like when they try to say, "Oh, we pay them in a degree," it's like that degree's not going to help them. You know what I mean? They make so much money.
Some of them have good degrees.
Like Alabama's football team, you know how much money they bring in?
Or Ole Miss.
Yeah, or Ole Miss.
Yeah, Ole Miss is like
Duke?
millions. Duke, yeah.
Notre
North
Dame?
Carolina for basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah, NCU.
Like, come on.
NCU brings in a lot of money.
UCLA.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, they make a fuck ton of money, and then they like don't pay their athletes. It's crazy, but they'll spend
you give them
like
a small wage.
$400 million on a college stadium.
Dude, the college stadiums are mind fucking.
Have you seen even like high school stadiums in the States?
Dude, it's insane. You want a trip? Go to some off-brand city down in the States and be like, oh, like, where's the fucking university? Go over there. It's like Super Bowl Sunday going on.
I know.
For a college. Like, I went to Lexington, Kentucky, and they own, like triple the size of Western.
Yeah.
Like, huge. We're talking, like, kilometers and kilometers of land. And you're rolling up to the stadium, and they have fucking, like, 200-foot banners hanging outside with pictures of their athletes, their star athletes.
Yeah.
It's like, are you fucking kidding me, man? Like a full-ass stadium. And there's like these huge banners and it's visible from across the city. It's like, holy shit.
Yeah,
That's
dude, college
big money.
football is like bigger than the
Oh, it's
NFL in some
huge.
places.
Huge.
It's absolutely massive.
Yeah, it's craziness.
Damn. You should join the March Madness pool with me,
Maybe.
because I just picked with my heart. I know nothing about college basketball.
All right. Maybe I will.
You should.
Maybe I will.
I have
What's
Texas
the
A&M.
buy-in?
$10.
Okay.
I have Texas A&M going pretty far.
That's
That's a bad choice.
a bad choice.
That's what Ryan told me.
yeah. Yeah.
He's like, I don't know about that. And I was like,
You don't have Duke and NCU going far?
I have Duke going far.
NCU?
Maybe.
They're an enormous basketball school.
Hold on. I'll actually pull it up. I took a picture of it. That was some advice I got.
You know who went to NCU?
Who?
Michael Jordan.
Did he?
Yeah. Did he?
Did he?
Did he? That's interesting.
Where are we looking here? I got Duke beating Purdue. I don't know about that though.
That's
I was
not gonna
talking.
happen.
Purdue's got that 7'4" guy.
Purdue might lose.
Sorry,
Purdue
what was that team you were talking about?
North Carolina.
NCU?
Yeah.
Where are they at here? Not NC State. No? Not NC State?
It might be North Carolina State.
I have NC State not winning the first round against a team called Creighton.
You're not getting 100%.
I don't know, man.
Nah, that's not going to be 100%.
I got Michigan State beating Duke.
All right, so we got to get Josh off the gambling.
Dude, I'm going to be fucking rich. When I make a ton of money off this bracket, you're getting none of it.
Oh, speaking of gambling, so I had a rough day. Maybe by the time you folks hear this, who knows what's going to be going on. I had a day where I was pissed off, and my journeyman thought it would be a good idea to buy me a lottery ticket. And I was like, what? He comes walking up, hands me
Isn't
a
it
lotto
50 million
box.
or something like that?
It's like $29 million.
Yeah.
Hands me a lottery ticket.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what's this? He's like, a lottery ticket. I'm like, I don't want that. And he goes, why not? I'm like, because I don't do lottery. It's retarded. It's a waste of money.
It is. It's a tax on poor people.
Yeah, it's a poor people tax. And he's like, no, man, that paper, that's hope. And I was like, oh, wow, that's sad. Sad. But
He's not on his Sigma male grind set like we are.
no. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So I have this ticket. And then he tells me, he's like, it's $29 million. I'm like, okay. And he's like, I want some if you win. I'm like, I'll give you half the money. If I win $29 million, I'll
Better
give you...
not give him fucking half the money. You kidding me?
What, he bought me the ticket.
$5 million.
I'm going to give him $14.5 million.
Give him $5 million.
What?
You know what I would fucking do for $5 million? Give him $5 million. You better be fucking happy with it. It's your ticket. Don't do this. You're a lottery winner now. You gotta be fucking... You gotta be tough about it, or everyone's gonna siphon all that money, and you're gonna be dead in a
That's
ditch.
just this guy. He's my friend, and he bought the ticket.
You would be so fucking mad if you won $29 million and walked away with 14.5. You'd be so mad.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't give a fuck.
No, you'd end up dead in a ditch in a week. I tell you. Your life's got to change when you win the lottery.
Why?
Because people are going to come out of the woodwork like, hey, remember me? Can you give me $500,000? You know what I mean?
I'm going to be like, no.
Yeah, but you gave that guy $14.5 million. You're folding
He's
easy.
the dude who fucking
You're
bought
folding.
the ticket. He bought the ticket.
No, you gotta get a better mindset.
Maybe I'll renegotiate with him tomorrow.
Yeah, well, it's not a negotiation if you win it. I'm just saying. It's not a negotiation. You hold all the cards and all the $29 million. Give him something. I said $5 million, give him $4 million. $4 million, you retire on.
I'm gonna give him at least $9 million.
Christ.
And I'll take 20.
For just buying you a ticket.
Look,
Why don't you buy him a lottery ticket? And then you're even.
Yeah. Maybe you'll win.
I don't know. We feel pretty lucky.
Can you imagine?
There will be signs. Chris won't tell anyone if he wins the lottery, but if the video quality gets a
that's
lot better.
true. That's true. If I win the lottery, I'll tell nobody. My girlfriend won't know. She'll just get an engagement ring.
That's all it'll take, babe.
Yeah, just like, no one will know. And me and Josh will suddenly stop showing up to work. I'll be like, the podcast.
The next episode.
The podcast is profitable. Don't worry about it.
The next episode will be in like a fully lit studio.
Fucking decked out. Yo, so I bought this, I bought a fucking Ducati 1200S.
What's the first thing you do with lottery winnings?
The very first thing I would do with lottery winnings, call a lawyer
Yeah.
immediately.
That's a boring answer.
The first thing I would do if I won the lottery would be call a lawyer, and I'd be like, how the fuck do I keep this money safe? Immediately, I would call a lawyer. I would put like 70% of it into assets, like immediately.
So we're saying $29 million, right?
Right now, I would no. We're saying $14.5 million.
Okay, $14.5 million, right?
Yeah.
I put $14 million just in the bank, just right away,
No, I wouldn't do that.
and I have $500,000 cash.
You would walk around with $500,000 cash?
Boom, Mexico.
We live downtown.
No, I'm flying to Mexico.
Okay, let me tell you, I would not do that.
This is what I'm telling you.
Okay, go ahead.
That's what you do. That's 500,000 cervezas. Okay? And I get retarded for a month. Come back, my $14 million is just sat in the bank, safe. Then I figure out what to do with it. I feel like I would have to get a month of it out of my system.
I would go on a trip. I wouldn't buy a house right now. I'd wait for the market to, like, we're going
No.
into a recession.
No.
Once the market crashes, I'd buy a house.
You're $14 million, you don't buy houses.
Yeah, I would buy a house for
No.
me to live in.
You
I'm
rent.
not-
You rent for the rest of your life. It'll never make a dent in your net worth.
I'm not
Then you
renting
don't-
my shit apartment forever.
No, not that apartment. You rent
It's an
somewhere.
asset. It's an asset. You're buying assets.
Why do you care about assets?
Because I want to have a house that I own.
You can have a house,
And
you
I
just
don't-
rent
I
it,
wanna-
and then when something goes wrong, you don't have to fix it.
No, because I don't want the lower. I don't want the monthly cost associated with
It
rent.
doesn't matter. You have so much money, it doesn't matter anymore.
Anyway, so
If it's got tits or tires, you rent it.
Jesus Christ.
I'm kidding.
No, he's
You lease your car, though. You lease your car. You don't own your car. It's an appreciating asset.
You think it's smarter to lease a car if you have the money?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, lease a car, lease a private jet. Don't own one.
Yeah, I wouldn't own a jet.
No,
you
the
lease
maintenance and the upkeep on these things is
you lease
incredible.
it, you lease
You
it.
just lease it. I wouldn't own a home. I would just rent, and then that way, every time
you
I gotta
wanna
move
move, you
somewhere,
just
I don't
move.
even deal with it.
Yeah.
Just go somewhere else.
No, I would own it. I would own a lot of land.
I would probably buy some like really synthetic drugs.
I would buy. I would go on a trip to Colombia.
That's what I'm saying. Only bring a certain amount of money with you.
Show up in Colombia with like 40 grand.
40 grand and a passport.
Yeah.
And just see where that takes you.
See what happens.
Have the return flight booked.
You got to be out on this date at 9 a.m.
Yeah, 9 a.m.
No ifs, ands,
this
or buts.
day. Don't fuck it up.
Yeah. No, you know what else I think I would do?
What's that?
I would help my family. I would get rid
Well, yeah,
of
I'd
debt
like
from
buy my parents' house.
That's what I'm saying. I would
yeah.
buy off all my parents' debt and like make sure they're all housed and shit. You know what I mean? Like I'd be good about it.
Yeah. I feel like that's a better way to go about it than giving people money.
Yeah, I'm not giving anyone money. Let's make this clear. If I do win the lottery, I'm not giving any a fucking dollar. You want to go on a vacation? I'll pay your wage for a week and take you on a vacay. But I'm not giving you money. You're like, oh, can I have 10 grand? It's just 10 grand. I'm going to be like, no.
No. I know what my friends do with money. I've seen what my friends do with their
fuck
money.
that. I'm not giving any of my friends money. No.
I'll probably slip
like,
them money.
I'm going to be like, oh, yeah, you want to go to Mexico? We'll go to Mexico. You want to go to fucking France for a month? We'll go to France for a month. Sure, we'll hang out in France for a month.
I'd probably
I'll pay for everything.
pay a couple friends like rent for a couple years.
Really?
Yeah, I'd probably do that.
Give them a chance to like get ahead financially.
Yeah, just give them like I got your next 2 years of rent covered.
I would. Our friends Brian and Brian that live
Yeah,
South that just got married. Those ones, I would pay. They're fiscally very responsible.
Yeah,
I would pay their rent for like 2 years.
yeah.
You're
Just
like,
be like,
what does it cost you? Like, you're gonna be like, what, 40 grand?
yeah, that's nothing when you got
Here
14.5 million
Yeah,
or 20 million.
and I know they're just gonna save a bunch of money and be able to do fun stuff.
I feel like that's what you do.
Yeah.
I feel like you gotta get a key though of just the most incredible like blow. I feel like you have to.
Yeah, I would say.
There's like levels of blow that are probably unheard of in Canada.
Yeah, like once you're a multi-millionaire, you can be like, I would like to order a kilo of cocaine.
Yeah, Mr. Escobar.
From Colombia. Bring it right here to my house.
Yeah, I feel like you like spend 150 grand on like I don't know, a couple ounces.
You know what else I would do
What?
with my money? I would I think I would probably try to get involved in like local politics.
That's a boring answer.
Why?
It's right. It's the correct thing to
I would
do,
get
but it's
involved in
boring.
local politics.
I would take out a Times Square ad. That's what I would do. And it would just be like a tasteful boudoir photo of myself. Like, you know the really big, tall billboard? I would be me laid across there. Like, just for like an hour a day for 2 weeks, I would just be up there.
At 4:30.
Yeah, 4:30.
4:30 to 5:30.
Yeah, rush hour.
Yeah.
You see me, and everyone's like, "What the fuck happened to him?" Oh, I won the lottery. Be a phenomenon.
What would you buy any cars?
Oh, for sure.
I would buy cars.
Stupid cars.
Yeah, to be honest, like I'm a dumbass.
I'd try to buy OJ's Bronco.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah. I don't want like a supercar. I want like cool cars. Like things with like meaning.
I would buy an OJ. I would buy like a legit OJ jersey.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you know what else I've always wanted?
What's that?
I've always wanted a fucking Boston Red Sox jersey.
What? You can buy one of those now.
I know, but I can't justify the price.
It's like $150.
It's too much.
It's too much. It would take you winning the lottery to buy a Red Sox jersey.
Yeah. No name on it, just Boston Red Sox.
Griffey.
That'd be cool.
What would your number be? What's your sports number?
69.
Oh, nice.
That's my punch code at work.
Is it really 69, 69?
Yeah, 69.
Nice.
Yeah, love it.
That's okay.
Nothing like a good view of some ass while you're getting your dick sucked.
What?
69.
Oh, I closed my eyes.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. You close your eyes when you kiss?
Not when I'm fucking checking out some big jiggly ass in front of me.
Some big jiggly ass.
Yeah.
No, I closed my eyes.
Are you fucking with me?
No.
What
I'm
the
in.
fuck
I'm
are you
fucking
talking about?
in there,
You
man.
want to see what's going on? Like obviously when you're in there, but you take a break every once in a while. see
No,
what's
dude,
happening.
it's all about the emotion and fucking.
What the fuck is wrong with you? I'm weird for fading my tummy hair?
Dude, I'm in there. I'm fucking.
That's a good view. You don't like going to the strip
Yeah,
club?
it's a good view, but
It's like going to the strip club, but you can do whatever you want.
yeah, that's a good description of dating. It's like going to the strip club, but you can actually fuck them. Man, the way you fucking think sometimes. I'd fake my death, I'm pretty sure.
How many teddy bears would you buy if you won the lottery?
0.
I would buy
kidding,
a
I'd buy one.
gigantic teddy bear. I'd buy one gigantic, like one that sat in the corner of my living room that was like 8 feet tall. So when you walk in, you're like, oh wow, this house is beautiful. It's like super gorgeous. You walk around, it's all modern, like real nice and clean. You know what I mean? And then randomly, there's a fucking 8 foot, like sitting down, he's 8 foot tall because his feet are splayed out in front of him, right?
So he's like 10 feet tall.
So
Standing.
yeah, like on his feet, he's like 10 or 14 feet.
I would buy one of those big teddy bears, but I would take the stuffing out except for the head, and then have like a bear rug, but made out of a teddy bear. You know what I mean?
Well, I want to do that anyway.
I think I want a bear rug. Kind of be sick.
I thought about shooting a bear this spring.
Yeah,
I'm still thinking about it. Yeah, sorry to itch my butt there.
that's all right. I think I would fake my death if I won the lottery. Like, to be completely serious.
Yeah, I've thought about this.
Mm-hmm.
Being completely honest.
I would disappear probably.
Yeah,
I would tell a few people.
If I won the lottery, I would probably. If I legitimately won like $30 million, say I didn't have this deal with my journeyman.
Will
like,
you give
I'm
him
gonna
half for some fucking stupid
He
reason?
bought it. I'm a good person. If I didn't,
Sort of.
I would. I've heard a lot of horror stories about winning the lottery. People freak out, friendships end and shit. I would just be proactive, and I'd be like, "Hey, Josh, Brian,
Yeah.
you know, I'm fucking leaving. I'm going to LA. I'm leaving tomorrow.
I'm going to LA.
Yeah.
Here's $50. Like, do with it
No,
whatever you.
I'd be like, I'm going to LA tomorrow. Here's 2 plane tickets. If you want to come, you can. But if you don't, I totally understand. Bye.
I would go. I would
You
go.
go?
I would go.
Yeah, of course you'd fucking go. It'd be a good time.
Yeah.
know?
You don't get those opportunities ever.
You're like, yo, you want to like redo the Love Palace? Redo the Love Palace in LA, but fucking many cheddars. Much cheddar.
Buku
Boku
Skrilla.
the cheddar. Yeah. The most Skrilla.
The most Skrilla. I said
Yeah.
Skrilla the other day, and my like 20-year-old dishwasher had no clue
What
Skrilla meant.
the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, fucking Skrilla.
All right.
You know Skrilla.
Yeah, I do know Skrilla.
Yeah, my scratch, my cheddar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Jeez.
I didn't
Rubber
wanna,
bands.
I didn't want to get you on something crazy today.
All right, let's get
Because I feel like you'll know about it.
Let's
Because
get
I
crazy.
didn't know about it at all.
Mm-hmm.
The World Economic Forum.
Okay.
Do you know about this?
I know of the World Economic Forum.
Okay,
yes.
what do you know?
I know of them. The most I know about them is the conspiracy theory shit, because it's a little crazy, I think. From what I understand, it's a worldwide organization.
It's legit though.
It is a thing.
It's a real thing, right? But
is a
I don't
real
know
thing.
what they openly talk about and what is conspiracy. So
There's a really unfortunate quote, I'm pretty sure, by the main guy. The whole, like, you'll own nothing and be happy.
Klaus
Yeah.
Schwab or Schwab?
Schwab or something like that. I'm pretty sure they came up with the Great Reset.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, which was a reworking of the world's economic systems post-COVID, because COVID taught us a lot of lessons about how our economy works and how there's a lot of things that we
Wait,
just...
is this a COVID thing?
I think COVID kind of brought it on with the...
Like it was a thing before, but now it's like, look, we could do this.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
there's always been talk of, like, kind of reworking how our economics work. And then there's habits that we as a civilization perpetuate because that's the thing that we've always done. And COVID was a great reset because people started working from home. And it turns out a lot of people are it's cheaper to have people work at home, and they get the same amount of work done in less hours.
But they don't have the same freedom of life.
What do you mean?
Like, there is gratification in people leaving the house and feeling accomplished, leaving the house. Like, the quality of life declines working at home.
Depends. There's a lot of places that aren't like here where people's commutes are like an hour each way. Right?
Yeah.
So, like, saving you 2 hours a day and that kind of stuff. It's also more profitable for companies if they don't have to lease as much office space.
Well, yeah, they don't have to pay for the office space.
They don't have to pay for the office space and stuff like that. But then immediately, right, there's a certain type of person that's like, reworking our economic system, you mean fucking communism? Bring a fucking communism? Right? So they immediately don't like that. So, and I'm also pretty sure the guy who runs the World Economic Forum is a Jew. So that's like a whole other thing. Right?
Yeah.
I think it's a lot of people I think there's a lot of people that are very, very scared with their position in the world. And
Well, people aren't confident in anything right now.
people aren't confident in anything, but I think there's a lot of people who are like, they're doing all right, they're getting by, and they
And that's
feel,
enough.
and that's enough for them, but they feel all the time like their one thing is going to fuck it all up for them. You know what I mean? They're very, very scared of that. So when people start talking about reworking economics and maybe their job doesn't exist anymore, it's just fucking,
I don't necessarily think people are as worried about that, the reworking of economics. I think a lot of people recognize that there is a necessity to change our economic system. But there was some stuff like on the World Economic Forum, their website. They openly talk about having like personal history barcodes. So like you have an electronic personal history that's attached to you, and you have a specific barcode for you, and that all your info's on there. Like everything about you is on there.
Yeah.
And they also were on there talking about the IDIV. Do you know about this?
No, it's the IDIV.
Oh, it's the same. They're like, it's safe. It's good for people. It's the same as, what we put in dogs, like a tracking device in dogs. But that they just want to put them in humans, and that way everyone has a tracking number.
Okay.
And I was like, I don't love the idea of, like, I never put one in my dog, for starters. Just to say, right off the top, I didn't put one in my dog. Second of all, you're not putting shit in me. You're not tracking me. Like, I don't like that. I do way too many illegal activities.
What I'm saying though, is I really find it near impossible to believe that they're going to be holding people down and putting chips in them.
Do you?
I really find that
Why is that unbelievable?
impossible to believe. I think people will willingly.
10 years ago, if someone said, we're going to have a virus, and then they're going to tell you to stay in your house for 2 weeks, and you're going to do it for 2 years, that's unbelievable.
People did it willingly.
It happened. I know.
People also didn't do that, though.
This is the point, though, is that it happened willingly. I think it was a bit of a test of how willing are people to just do as they're told. Most people will just do as they're told.
You're looking into it too hard. People also didn't listen to the rules and what happened to them.
What do you mean?
People didn't shelter in place.
Yeah, what happened?
Nothing at all.
Yeah, because it's a test. It's just, it's a sample size.
No, people didn't do it. People didn't get vaccinated, right?
Yeah.
And what happened to them? Nothing at all. Because it's impossible. People did it willingly, and I'm sure if this whole chip thing comes out, people are going to willingly do it, because really, how fucking different is that from everything you put on social media and that's on your fucking phone that tracks you everywhere you go and listens to you all the time, right? How fucking different is that? Probably not that really. And if it makes your life a little easier, 75% of people are probably going to fucking do it.
Yeah, and then there'll be a group of people
there's
who
not going to be
like,
fucking,
okay, whatever.
There's not going to be fucking camps where they put chips in you, okay? There's a lot of people that read all this shit on the World Economic Forum or whatever, and they like to pretend like they're fucking victims. And they like to pretend that there's going to be these camps that they're going to get fucking railroaded into, and that they're going to be, oh, this fucking woe is me, I'm a freedom fighter. You're not a fucking freedom fighter.
Would we call the camps wish outs?
Yeah, fucking. This is it. This is all their fucking peanut brains can go to. Is I'm a Jew in the Holocaust because I don't want to get a shot. Fuck off.
Do you seriously not think it's concerning? Like,
No,
you
I don't
think-
think it's concerning at all.
and do you think that there's no concern to be had over a global economic reform?
No, none at all.
Why?
Because we still have these things like countries and states and provinces and communities that won't go along with things if it's not in their best interest. It's a
Okay,
thing.
Fair enough. Yeah, you're just gonna say no.
You're just going to say no and it's not going to happen. If the majority says no, then no one's going to ever fucking have it.
Yeah.
You know? If someone wants to get a fucking chip put in them that's got their family history and everything they've ever done, fine. If you want to do that, that makes your life easier for you, fine. If you don't want to do it, fine.
Yeah.
That's the way things have always gone. That's the way things are always going to be.
That's fair.
Humans are very fucking boneheaded and they don't like changing their minds.
Yeah,
you know what I
do
mean?
see it. There's a lot of stubborn in people.
There's zero anyone who's all up in arms about the World Economic Forum. There's nothing you can say to them that will ever fucking change their mind on this shit.
I'll be honest. I hear this. I've been letting some people feed my ear about this kind of shit, and I was like, okay, and like, because I've been talking about going back to the reserves,
Yeah.
and they're like, this isn't the time. This isn't the time. We're on the brink of war, world war.
Yeah.
And I'm like, people told me that 5 years ago when I joined.
They've been saying
for the
that
first time.
since 1946.
Yeah, they're like, they say it's the peak of the Cold War. It's like, man, people literally told me that 5 years ago when I joined,
Yeah.
and then I served and I left and I'm done. And guess what happened? Nothing. There was no fucking world war because I think ultimately you can say whatever you want and listen to American fear propaganda on CNN if you're a fucking retard.
Okay.
But like all the fear propaganda, the reality is like countries around the world, China and Russia and the US and Canada and all the other countries in the world, Australia, they don't want nuclear war.
No.
Nobody wants nuclear war. Nobody wants to be the
It would
guy.
be the end of the earth.
Yeah, it's the end of everything. No one, and everyone knows that, and there's an understanding, and nobody's like, hey, you know what I really want? I really want to fucking end it.
Yeah.
No.
I
Nobody's doing
fucking
that.
can't end it. I got half a box of Oreos in the fucking kitchen right now.
Yeah.
There's no way I'm ending it before I finish those.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's all they have
It's
to
not
think
going to
about.
happen.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen.
That's fair. I like that take.
Thank you.
Yeah. Makes me feel better.
How would you fake your death? That's what I want to know. I've been thinking about it. Like, not thinking about doing it, but I've been thinking about, like, the possibilities.
I would hire a hitman.
You would hire a hitman to not kill you.
Yes. But fake my death.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Would you pay me to, like, take the fall for your murder?
No.
No?
No.
But we'll say it's, like, 2nd degree, so I don't do life.
No.
No?
No.
Why not?
It's like, what if I want to hang out later?
You could visit me.
Nah, it's not the same. You know what I mean? Like, what if I'm like chilling in fucking Brazil or something, and I'm like,
You would go to Brazil?
I would go somewhere where I could disappear. If I faked my death, yeah. I'm not gonna go to
Maybe
Africa.
maybe the Nazis were onto something.
Yeah,
in
I'm
South
not gonna go to
America.
Africa because guess what I'm gonna look like?
What?
A fucking white dude in Africa. Like, I'm not gonna go to Europe because those fucking Nazis have security cameras everywhere.
You know where you'd fit in?
South America.
Thailand.
I could do like Southeast Asia or South America.
Yeah.
South America is just more accessible.
Thailand, Vietnam.
Yeah.
Because there's lots of white dude tourists
Yeah,
there.
just chill there.
You can vibe.
That's what I'm saying. I could do that, or I could go to fucking like. I don't think I would go to Mexico. Maybe.
Not right now.
Nah. I would probably go to like Brazil or Chile, Peru. You know, hang out, do my thing.
Colombia.
Colombia. Bogota is actually really nice.
It is.
Yeah. Yeah, I would do something like that. I wouldn't go to Medellin. Probably going to avoid that place.
Yeah.
But
you go like North Africa. Like on the Mediterranean.
like Morocco or something.
Morocco, Algeria.
Yeah,
Egypt.
I could do
Nah,
that.
I don't go to Egypt. I hear
No,
Egypt.
I'd go to
shit.
Morocco. I'd maybe go to Morocco.
Yeah, I vibe there. Spain.
Yeah, Spain.
Vibe in Spain.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm actually, I've been looking at a work visa to go to Spain for like a year.
It's easy to Europe.
Not so easy Europe.
No?
It's easy for Ireland and Spain
Mm.
and France. You got to be under 35 for it, though.
Do you really?
Yeah, there's an age cap.
Oh.
Under 35, you need $5,000 in the bank, approximately, like 2,500 euros.
Wow.
What's the exchange rate on a euro right now? I think they're $6.50 down at Sammy's.
It's
Boom!
it's about $1.50 Canadian
Oh, that's
for
not
a euro.
bad,
It's
actually.
not bad. no.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I've thought about doing it, but I wouldn't. I've thought about faking my death before.
Yeah.
I just joined the Navy instead.
It's close enough.
Yeah.
You basically disappeared out of my life for like 6 months.
Dude,
We like didn't talk for like 6 months.
I fucking disappeared and COVID happened and everyone's bitching and moaning. I was like, I'm honestly having a pretty good time.
I mean, what's the difference for you?
Yeah, I was in the Atlantic bubble,
Yeah.
and then like I went to bars and shit. You guys were like, I've been in the house for months. I was like, I got hammered last night and listened to the blues.
Yeah, I mean, fucking barely anybody lives on the East Coast anymore. So,
It was a great time.
there's like, what, 30 of you?
Come on, man.
45.
400,000 people in Halifax.
Wow, so London.
Yeah, but Halifax big.
Okay, I guess.
Big city.
There's 400,000 people in Halifax?
Yeah, and they're way better developed than we are.
Yeah, probably.
Way better.
They've been there longer.
Yeah, they've been doing that.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of shit worked out there.
Yeah? They have like trains and shit?
No,
Trams?
buses.
Bus?
Everything is buses, but their bus system's sick.
Our bus system is so fucking ass.
Trash.
It's so shit.
Yeah. Honestly, Fredericton's really nice too.
Yeah?
Yeah, I like Fredericton.
Is there another city in Nova Scotia, or is those the two?
Fredericton's New Brunswick.
Oh.
Yeah. There's also St. John's. St. John's,
That's Newfoundland, yeah.
St. John's, Newfoundland. St. John, New Brunswick is also pretty nice.
Okay. Go to PEI? You go there?
Did we drive onto PEI? I think
We
we went
drive
for,
onto it. Is there a bridge?
Yeah, longest bridge in the world. It was for a while.
Holy shit. Yeah,
I think
because it's
we
gotta
drove-
be fucking
I
massive.
think we drove onto PEI the one day. We drove over there.
How many people live in fucking PEI? Like 40,000?
No, like quite a bit.
There's gotta be no one fucking there. Not enough
What's
to...
the population of PEI?
What are you gonna know?
152,784.
Barely fucking anyone.
Yeah, not that many people.
And they built a bridge for those
They're
motherfuckers.
nice as fuck, though. PEI people,
Just farming potatoes all day.
oh, they're wonderful human beings.
Yeah?
Nicest people you'll ever meet. Yeah, wonderful.
Oh.
I love them. They're the best part of the East Coast. Them and Newfoundlanders.
Yeah?
Yeah, hands down.
What's the worst part of the East Coast?
Truro.
What?
Truro.
What's Truro?
Truro is like this town. It's kind of the Windsor of Nova Scotia.
The armpit.
It's like Chatham of Nova Scotia.
Ooh, that's pretty bad.
Pretty rough. Yeah.
Hillbillies?
No, they're just like
Scuzzy.
yeah, the town's undeveloped as fuck. I don't really understand how it exists.
Because it
Like,
should.
Yeah, it's just like a bunch of people that live near each other and they have some shit there and like it's like pretty big though, but there's like no infrastructure at all.
Oh, it's just like...
Nothing's set up for people to live there. They just do. You know?
If you're listening from
There's like
Truro,
a fucking diner, a Walmart maybe.
the Walmart's the hot spot.
I'm not even convinced there's a Walmart in Truro. I'm sure there is, but I'm not sure of it. Yeah.
You ever see the people that just like hang out at Walmarts?
Yeah. They're weird.
Yeah, fucking brutal.
You know what I saw today actually was a guy, he's fucking sick. When I go through Wendy's sometimes for lunch,
Wait, he works there?
yeah, the guy works at Wendy's. He works the
Okay.
drive-thru at Wendy's. He's dope.
Okay.
So today my boss was a cheap cocksucker, so he bought us Burger King. I was like, yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah,
It's
Whopper Wednesday.
Whopper Wednesday, you fucking asshole.
I do like a Whopper.
I do love Whoppers. So I was like, all right, fine. And I sit down, and a guy from fucking Wendy's is in there on Whopper Wednesday.
Yo, fucking cheating on Wendy's?
I was like, that's too funny than wearing his Wendy's outfit. I was
Oh,
like,
dude,
that's
in the
amazing.
uniform, that's gotta be a fucking no.
Dude, hilarious. Nah, it's all good. Wait, who fucking cares?
Domino's cares. You hear about the shit with Domino's?
What?
Domino's fucking cares super big about their uniform shit. You're not allowed to be seen in other restaurants wearing Domino's shit, or so I hear.
Bullshit.
No, not bullshit, man.
That's crazy. What, for non-competes and stuff?
Yeah.
Do they
When
make
I worked,
these minimum wage motherfuckers sign non-competes?
when I worked at New Orleans Pizza, they told us never to wear our uniform in public ever.
Why?
Because they employed fucking 16-year-old drug addicts, man. You know what?
Yeah, fair
You know what
enough.
shit we're doing that isn't work, or they're doing, not we're
Yeah.
doing. They're doing that wasn't work. Whippets,
Yeah, true.
and you can't be doing whippets in uniform, man. It's just no good.
So what, they're like, you're never allowed to wear your uniform?
You just can't wear a uniform unless it's at work.
I wear my uniform all the time.
I don't.
I wear mine, not all the time, but I'll like leave work and go do stuff on my way home, and then
Well, it just kind of looks. Your uniform just looks like you could just be a fan of your plumbing company because
Nope.
it's just like a sweater with the logo on it.
yes, and
Like
a
it looks
t-shirt
like
with
you
a
bought
logo on
merch,
it.
like you're just really into plumbing.
That's weird, though.
Yeah, it is weird, but it's not unheard of.
I guess.
You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah. I suppose.
People like weird shit. I'm sure there's some guy who's really into electrician companies.
Yeah, one of my friends, Brian Dwayne, that
Yeah.
we hang out with, he loves when I get my, like, the plumbing suppliers give out merch sometimes.
Oh,
He
yeah.
loves it.
Oh,
I'll, like,
dude.
give him an extra shirt or something. He's like, this is sick. And he wears them out. And I'm like, why are you wearing that? He's like, man, it's a dope shirt. Look at this. Like, that's a plumbing supply company.
Dude, I love swag off of companies.
Really?
Well, I mean, dude, like, obviously,
Free
we work at
shirts,
a
I
bar.
guess. Yeah.
Get shirts, cups.
Dude, I do love bar shirts.
I got a fucking shirt off a fish supplier one time.
What?
Yeah, Steelhead. I'll shout them out. Steelhead gave me a shirt.
Yeah?
But they gave me a double XL.
Do you still have it?
It's probably around.
Bro!
It's like this big red shirt, but it's like fish bones. And it says like Steelhead.
Yo, give me
Across
that.
the-
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
I'll give you $10 for that.
Sold.
Perfect.
See, if you give me $10 for that, I'm not gambling on March Madness.
Okay.
I'm breaking even. I'm breaking even. I
guess.
don't have a problem. That means I can double down and get a second bracket
What's the
in.
last thing you have? I saw you look at your phone.
Last thing I have.
Do you have one thing left?
I got one thing.
Well, how many things?
I got two. But one
Well,
kind
give
of
me-
sucks.
Give me one. Give me the sucky one.
It's reality shows. It just seems you're really getting into like girl reality shows.
What are you
lately.
talking about?
Like every time you come over, my girlfriend's watching a
I
reality
just
show.
watch them. I just watch them with your girlfriend while I'm waiting.
For what? Me to what?
I don't know.
I don't know,
like-
just hanging out, I guess. I don't know. Reality shows. I feel like there's actually some damage being done by these shows.
What do you mean?
I feel like they promote an unhealthy way of interacting with your friends.
Reality shows?
Yeah,
Yeah, they're bad.
because every
They
time I
promo-
watch,
they incite drama.
they do. Every time I watch
Unnecessary.
one of these shows, it's like, man, if anyone in my friend group started acting like someone on
I'd
this show,
smack a bitch.
I'd smack a bitch, and they wouldn't be friends with us anymore.
Yeah,
I
I'd be
wouldn't
like, "You're
hang
done."
out with them anymore.
It's like, you know what? I view it the same way that I view disgruntled employees.
Okay,
Like,
go on.
the attitude that people get when people obsess over reality shows and they like watch reality shows all the time and then they start to act like they're in a reality show and they treat their life like that, they incite drama, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's like a disgruntled employee. It's a fucking cancer that spreads in that group of employees.
It is, and it spreads in the friend group.
It
'cause
spreads in a
everyone
friend
gets
group.
dramatic.
You gotta squash that. You gotta be like, no. You know? You fucking no. Smack them.
That's fucking. I haven't seen that look in your eyes in a while.
What?
When you were doing the no thing, I haven't seen you
That's
look
the
like
my
that.
dad gave me.
You just started acting up one day. No,
no.
no, and then you rubbed your
Fucking
nose
no.
on the carpet, and
Yeah, I was like, damn.
hit you with a rolled up newspaper.
No more coming on
It
the
is-
carpet. can't be coming on the carpet anymore, man. That's not cool.
He rubs your face in, you get up.
The dog stepped in it,
attack.
drags it around the fucking house, all over the place. Shag carpet. How are we supposed to get that out? I was hiding it. I just do it in the corner, wait for it to dry, kind of rustle it out, detach the dried tassels.
I had a fucking.
Nothing ever got stuck.
I got a funny story to end
better
on.
than gum.
This is a cum story.
Go ahead.
I had a buddy in high school who had a younger brother.
Yeah.
So when we were like 17, his brother maybe was like 14 or something like that.
Okay.
So he was like kind of hitting the age of a teenager where we like hang out together, like all of us.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, he can come hang.
He
out.
can come hang out, and he's not like a 9-year-old hanging out with teenagers anymore,
yeah.
right? So he's hanging out. We're all vibing. We're watching the movie Goon. Remember that movie? The hockey movie.
Oh yeah,
Goon.
with Sean William Scott.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're like watching Goon in his room, and the way it works is he had like a computer desk in his room, his bed. So we were watching this movie. He had a TV, and we were all like sitting against the bed, but on the floor watching this movie. And there was like the desk was beside the bed, and one of our buddies like kind of like leaned to the side and then like looked under the desk, and homie had been beating it under his desk and coming under the bottom of the tabletop and just leaving it.
What?
He had been firing like up under the bottom of the desk
And just smearing around, leaving.
and just like I don't even know if he smeared it because it was kind of like
Drippy?
like what are they called in caves, like stalactites,
Like
stalactites,
calcites or whatever?
whatever, like when they drip from the
Yeah.
ceiling and the minerals create spikes.
Yeah.
It was kind of like that a little bit.
What the fuck, bro?
Dude, horrifying. He never let it down.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy, man. Can you imagine how much cum you would have to
For
shoot
it
up
to
there?
start like making its own shapes. Yeah.
Dude, I should start commenting on something a bunch.
Dude, when you're get a jar.
Nah, you gotta have something cooler than that. I should get like...
Your balcony.
That's not a bad idea.
Just like open the door a little bit.
Yeah.
Shut-
Just like start and shoot at one spot.
Yeah, you want to build up. That's what you want.
That's what- I
You don't
want
want
it
to
in the
coat
same
it.
spot. No,
You don't want to
'cause
clear
balcony's-
coat.
Balcony's exposed to the elements. Maybe
Ah.
I'll just get a plate
Oh.
and I'll just start shooting it on a plate and I'll
The
stash
fine
the plate
china.
somewhere. Yeah. Yeah.
Christian, that was my aunt's wedding china. And you've got like an inch and a half.
Be like, look at that, though.
Look, what it's science.
Yeah.
That's my
This
son.
is science. 18 years, I can get rid of this.
If you guys break up, she gets the plate like half the time. You guys just get it on the weekends.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
That's
a
my
good deal.
son. Don't take him from
That's
me.
my son.
All right, close us out on something funny. What do you got? Tell me a joke. That's such a horrible thing to say to someone, isn't
I
it?
fucking hate that.
I hate
You know
tell
what?
me a
That's
joke.
Well, we'll close on
Oh,
that.
you're a funny guy?
We'll
Tell
close
me a
on
joke.
that, yeah.
I hate that.
Oh, tell me a joke. Why don't you go fuck yourself?
My jokes come through the moment. I gotta craft it
I'm
as a
very
conversation.
situational. I like writing situational comedy. I don't know. Like that's just a fucking insane premise. When people tell me that and they're like, "Oh man, just tell me a joke." Like, what? Well, you fucking tell me a
Yeah,
joke.
what do you
I always
fucking
get
know?
like full New York on someone. I'm like,
Will you fucking tell me a
"The
joke?
Fuck is wrong with
Fucking
you?
mook.
Yeah, you fucking muppet.
Muppet. You fucking
You fucking
pipsqueak.
fucking disgusting. I will tell you what I've been doing lately.
What have you been up to?
So there's two things I have been doing lately that are like good thing to end on. One, I've been playing chess a bunch lately.
You want to play chess sometime? I love playing chess.
Yeah, I have
I
chess,
like chess.
like permanently set up in the house now.
Do you really?
I've been like, we're gonna play like at least one game of chess a day.
I did that with my girlfriend for
Yeah?
a while. Dusted her.
Yeah, me too. I've been crushing her.
It wasn't even close.
No, it's not even.
Dude, I was
like,
fucking
I've been like
6 moves.
I've been like trying cool stuff too. Being like, I'm gonna try some fun shit here. Be like throw a knight out, and then they put out a pawn. I take the pawn with the knight,
Yeah.
and then just keep moving the knight around just like
Just
killing shit with the knife. I'd be like, how long is it before I have to move any other piece?
Let's play some chess sometime. I really like
Yeah, we
chess.
should. I love chess. The other thing I've been doing, I've been screaming.
Yeah,
my
you've
house.
been doing that.
Yeah, I've been doing that a long time, but so I'll be in the house, it'll be really quiet, like nice things are going on, and I just scream at the top of my lungs, like really fast, and be like, ah! And just like out of nowhere, just do it. It's like intentionally, or like sometimes I'll just yell fuck or rape, and
Rape.
yeah, like I'll just scream it at the top of my lungs. And the reason it always sounds like me, but I've been doing it so that my neighbors think that maybe I have Tourette's. And the idea is that if I ever said anything horribly inappropriate, that I could maybe get away with it because they think I have Tourette's.
You're gonna get the cops called on you.
Maybe.
That is a fucking. You're just you're screaming rape to keep the rent down. You're lowering property values on your block.
It's pretty good. Sometimes I go up to the front door if I hear a bunch of people in the hallway, like with my shotgun, like unloaded and everything.
Just fucking wow.
No, I'll just go and like cock it a bunch of times so it sounds like a gun loading.
Yeah.
And then you'll hear dead silence and you're like, oh my God, was that a gun? And they're like, and they leave. And I'm like, sick, dude. I'm never paying over $1,000 for this place.
No, never. You just gotta rack it one time and just be like, you said you were doing those dishes. We live next to a crazy person.
I love it, man. Our neighbors have changed like 3 times in 3 years.
You gotta just like one time, like 3 a.m, right?
Yeah.
When like people are really asleep, maybe 4. Like when people are really asleep,
Yeah.
nobody's up yet. 1 slug out the window.
Oh my God.
Just one. No one
Dude,
would know.
I'm definitely the only person in the building that owns a gun, though.
There's no way they can prove it was you.
Yeah, they'd come up, knock on all the doors, and be like, do you own guns? It says you have a firearms license. And I'd be like, I do.
I do, but I was sleeping, and no, you can't come in my apartment. That's all you gotta. Just one. Just rent
Maybe.
down $100.
Maybe.
Half the building leaves. That's what you gotta do.
Yeah, it's actually, so the other thing I've been doing a lot to like, again, just to try and keep my neighbors guessing, I practice.
Yeah, fuck them.
I practice all of my sounds in the house almost exclusively.
What do you mean your sounds?
Like all my calls,
Oh, you're like hunting calls.
duck calls. I'll just throw a duck call out at like 10 p.m. like for about 10 minutes, or goose. I really love the new goose call. Thank you, our friend who bought it for me.
All I'm saying is if I heard a goose call, I wouldn't immediately think, oh, he's practicing his goose call. I would just think my neighbors have a goose.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying. I really try and go for authenticity there. Like I want it to sound like a goose. And then sound like a goose leaves. Like get it a little quieter and then...
And then you're just like...
he leaves. Yeah, and he leaves. And they think a goose was there and it left. Or like, I fucking went hard on the turkey the other day. And I heard my neighbor upstairs. She's like, what the fuck? Does he have a fucking turkey down there?
What you gotta do is do the turkey call and then cook a turkey, because the smell of cooked turkey is distinct.
It's distinct. And they'll be
everyone
like,
would know.
Oh my God,
It's
he
like,
just killed a live turkey.
make the turkey call, but make it like erratic. Like the turkey's fighting for its life. Like make it crazy and then just start roasting a turkey.
Yeah.
Invite your neighbors. Be like, I made too much turkey. Would you like
do you
some?
want some? They'd be
They
like-
would freak the fuck out because they would have this emotional connection to the turkey that they think is there.
Yeah, it's pretty good, man. For me, like, I don't know, maybe I'm a little crazy, but
You're a little crazy, but it definitely spices up your life.
it does, and it keeps them, I think it gives them something interesting to tell their friends about. So,
Yeah,
you're
as
welcome.
they're like
You're
clawing
welcome.
their eyes out. They're like, I can't fucking make sense of this neighbor. He's racking his shotgun and he's got a goose. And I can't fucking do this anymore.
It's good. I think it's good. I would like to say you're welcome to all the people that live around me, and I hope you enjoy it. I also hope that you enjoy when you hear me, like, sometimes I try to do somersaults, like jumping somersaults, where you run and you jump and then you somersault in.
Dude, your apartment does not have the room for that. There's no fucking
I
way.
do. I do it onto my bed from the from the living room into the bed. and it's really loud.
You're a fucking
but
crazy
It does
person.
help me if I ever need to like dive out of something and somersault away to break the fall.
Yeah, tuck and roll.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just practicing for life.
Well, I mean, your neighbors get that. My neighbors get the podcast.
Yeah, once a week,
Every
twice a week,
Sunday
they're like,
morning.
what the fuck?
Their bedroom is right here, or their living room is right here, for
Is it?
sure. So if they're up early on a Sunday
like, what
morning,
the
they're
fuck
like,
is
Sunday
going on
morning,
there?
I get the fucking radio
That's
through
sick.
the wall.
That's sick.
They get it like 4 days ahead of time.
You know what? Good for them. I mean, they get the pod every week.
Yeah, well, some people have to wait for
free.
it. I think that is all the time we have.
Thank you very much, folks.
Thank you very much for listening. Stay reasonable, keep doubting. Call to action. Fuck
love
with your
that.
neighbors.
Fuck with your neighbors.
Fuck with your neighbors. Get
Stay
weird
reasonable,
with it.
keep doubting.
Bye.
It's down white, boy.
That was a good one.